Hello guys, welcome to another video from gbpusd. In this video we are going to analyze some pairs. We are going to look at on some pairs and know the possible moves in those pairs, especially Xauusd, gbpusd and us30. So if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing, and if you are already a subscriber, please thank you for being around, and make sure you watch till the end of this video so that you will get all the valuable information needed. All right, so before your analysis, you must make sure you go to your higher time frame. As you can see, we are on the weekly time frame, okay, on Xauusd. As we are on the weekly time frame, we are about to mark out our structure. We are on a bullish trend in gold in the weekly time frame. So you mark out your structure, you mark out your inducement low. Okay guys, after marking out your inducement low, you can be able to dictate your point of interest, which is where I just marked now. That will be your point of interest on weekly time frame. It doesn't mean that you will trade the weekly time frame. It's just for you to know overall view of where the market is likely to head. Now you switch to your daily time frame. Okay, on your daily time frame, you can see that the market has broken down major supply zone. That above one, you can see the market has taken it out. It has broken the structure over there. So you have to mark your structure neatly. Make sure you mark out your structure to know where you are in the market, so that you don't get caught in the market, thereby you start thinking market is against you. So you mark out your demand as usual. As you all can remember, for those who watched my previous video, we once analyzed this buy last week, and the sell as well. Quick, the sell played out, it made a new low, and before it changed character. Now this week we are looking out on the possible move on Xauusd. So before that, after you must have marked that, you mark your internal BOS. This is internal break of structure. The upper one is the major break of structure. This one is the internal BOS. I hope you guys are understanding. So you have to switch to your 4 hours time frame to know where you are in the market. As you can see, we already had a major break on the 4 hour. We already had a major break, and as I told you guys, whenever market has a major break, it will take out the first pullback. I repeat, the first pullback that it had before it broke that structure. The first pullback is the IDM for the market. The first pullback is the IDM. Whenever market takes it out, the next supply or demand it meets will be the point of interest, and from there it will drop all the way until it makes a new low if it is on a downtrend, or it will rise all the way until it makes a new high if it is on an uptrend. Okay guys, so here you mark your IDM. That is your IDM what high. So you switch down to your 2 hours time frame to see how clear everything is. So that is your IDM. Now this place is your IDM, considering the fact that that point that is your IDM happens to have a supply chain. I hope you guys know what I mean by supply chain. When a supply tests multiple times without any gap, any fair value gap, any space between each candles wick, this is called supply chain. For the fact that that IDM has tested those supply zones, it has tested those supply zones. Now we are going to have an IDM transfer. Okay guys, if you are getting much information from this video, please guys consider subscribing guys for more updates. Please like and subscribe for more videos guys. So now we have what is called IDM chain. All right guys, so at that point, the first point we have a gap after that IDM. That first point is our extreme IDM. So whenever market reaches to that point, from there we have a sell all the way down. I hope you guys are understanding me. So first you have to mark up, this is your low, where you will target if you are selling, where you will target, because gold is currently selling already. Now for those who says maybe gold is on bullish trend, you may be right, but for the fact that that IDM transfers all the way to that point now becomes your IDM. I hope you guys are seeing how I'm marking it up the chart now. That point now is your IDM. So whenever market takes that extreme IDM over there, that's higher one, because it's already in transfer now. It has transferred to that bigger one because of the supply chain. Now whenever market takes it, that supply over there becomes the point of interest for market to sell all the way what down to that low that I marked over there, the one with blue line, the 4-hour low. Okay guys, now market has changed character already after it has tested that supply zone. First it tested it and made a deeper pullback and still respected that supply again. Now we have the break of structure, we have a supply chain, or you can use it as SMS also. You can mark it as SMS also. Now what are you anticipating? You are anticipating that Xauusd gold will test that supply now, that particular supply that it made now. If it tests that supply, then it can fall all the way from there. All right guys, remember we have a QML over there, so I'm about to mark the QML. Remember you have the QML there, so whenever you are marking at your supply zone, don't just refine it too much. You must make sure you mark the first point that market is likely to touch, because if you refine to that stop hunt there or that QML, market may not reach over there. Then you might have missed out in the market. So that QML, you can set some of your orders there, but it's much advisable for you to sell from that big the whole range candle that market gave to you. Okay guys, so here will be your selling point. Now from there you can target first, your first TP will be that for market to make a new low. First it will make a new low in that 30 minutes, then 30 minutes time frame. That's the first low. Then the second will be for you to hold it all the way to 4 hours time frame for that 4 hours low to be completed. Okay, so that's basically how the structure of the market moves. Okay, so first TP will be for market to make a new low of the 30 minutes, make a new low in the 30 minutes time frame. Now for the next one, for you to hold it to the 4 hours time frame. Now this is how the analysis goes for this Xauusd. All right, so you have to manage your risk very well then and enter the trade. This is what I am anticipating for this Xauusd. You can let me know in the comment section if you have any other view or any other point of view from your own side, what you think about the market. So for me, this is what I'm seeing on this market, and tomorrow from this week I will be entering on this Xauusd. So this is on it. So after this one we are going to go over to GBP USD before us30. That will be the last analysis. So guys, continue to subscribe, continue to share the video, share the link and like the video. Okay guys, so that is it guys. So we are about to enter on we are about to we are about to enter to GBP USD guys. Okay, we're going to enter on GBP USD. This is our lookout. This is our lookout on Xauusd. Okay, guys. So we're about to enter on GBP USD. Stay tuned, guys. So on GBP USD, first of all, whenever you open your chart, make sure you start from a higher time frame. I repeat, for you not to be caught in the market, you must know where you are in the market. Okay. Unlike GBP USD, the overall trend of GBP USD is on sell. Okay, the GBP USD, the overall trend is on sell. We are selling on GBP USD from the daily time frame, from the daily perspective. So from the daily time frame, we have that first After you might have marked that major break of structure, major on the daily, we have that IDM, which happens to be the high that broke that major range, okay, which happens to be that supply that caused that break. So that supply that caused that break happens to be the IDM. When market must have taken it out after the gap, the next supply over there is the point of interest. Now from there we have a higher chance of market selling all the way from that supply that is tested until it makes a new low. But don't be that selfish or foolish to keep holding market all the way from there to that new low. You'll be trading according to the structure market is always printing, according to the current structure. But overall, you have known the movement that the market is likely to print. You have known the overall direction of the market, which is the most important. Okay, so where I mark the blue line now, that demand is the point where the market is likely to head before any reaction. Okay, now we have a major break already on the daily time frame. This is the small swing. We have a major break already. The first low that caused that break happens to be the IDM. Okay guys, that will be the IDM. Now because the IDM has tested a supply chain already, it has a supply chain while coming down. It has a supply chain. It's not having any fair value gap above it, so that it will sell from the above. But it has a supply chain, so the IDM will transfer all the way to that extreme where you will have that gap. I hope you guys are getting the point. So that high over there where the IDM transfer all the way to, that will be the extreme IDM. That will be where it has transferred all the way to. So that point will be the main IDM now. Okay, guys. Now, after market has taken that IDM, if it eventually takes out that IDM, then your selling point will be from that above supply. That supply as a whole, you must mark out that whole candle, because if you want to refine it, you may miss out in that move. So you have to mark out that supply zone. All right, you must mark out those supply zone. So that will be your selling point for gbpusd. Sorry, that will be your selling point for gbpusd. Now mind you, before that, before market we sell from all the way to, we reach all the way to that point, we still have some buys that we can take from the lowest point all the way to that point. This is just like overall view of where the market is going, so that any buy you are anticipating on gbp usd, you know actually where you are targeting that buy, you know actually where the buy is headed. Okay, so any buy you are targeting on gbp usd, you can easily hold it all the way to that point. But before that, it has to change character first. Okay, it has to change character before you will confirm the buy, or before you will take the buy all the way over to that point. Okay, because we have a supply already, which that IDM actually is a supply, because it has another IDM of its own. So market has to further supply before it retests and buy all the way to that point to sell again. So we have that first IDM, but that supply over there is very risky. It's a risky supply. Okay, that supply over there is a risky supply because it is an IDM in the major time frame, in daily time frame and 4 hours time frame. That's an IDM for you. So it's very risky, but it doesn't mean that you will not take yourself from there. You take yourself from there, but it's very risky. For me, I'm waiting for it to be taken out, then I will continue a buy all the way to that supply above there, that 4 hour supply above there. Or I rather wait for that above supply, but waiting for that above supply doesn't make sense. So you have to look for a buy move to that point. I hope you guys are understanding me. So you have to mark out your what, your zone. You have to mark out your zone. So this is what we are anticipating for a sell over all the way from there to down till it makes a new low. That will be anticipation, okay, for this pair. So here will be your risk supply zone. It is a supply zone, but it's very risky. So when you are trading it, you have to wait for a change of character before you trade, because it's very risky. That's a risky supply zone. Okay guys, I will even write it out. I'm also writing it out so that you guys will know it's a risky supply zone. But that doesn't mean that you will not take a trade from there. You have to take a trade from there. But when it changes character, then you have to buy all the way to that extreme supply. Then for you to sell all the way from there. Now this is on gbpusd. This is what I'm anticipating. This is my view on it. So after this pair, I'm going to go over to us30. So you guys should stay tuned and make sure you take all the whole valuable informations that you have. Always remember, try and subscribe, guys. Try and subscribe and like the video. All right, so we still have an opportunity of market running all the way down to that daily demand that I marked out initially. But don't be greedy enough. Don't be greedy enough to hold all the way to that point, especially as I analyze on my previous analysis on Xauusd. Had it been that some people are waiting for it to reach all the way to that down point, they would have taken a loss last week. So that's how to trade. You don't be greedy. So we are going over to us30. us30. All right. So whenever you come to the chart, make sure, I repeat, make sure you switch to your higher time frame. It's very important, guys. Make sure you switch to a higher time frame. It's very, very, very important for you to know actually the direction. You must know where you are in the market. It's very important, guys. You must know where you are in the market for you to be successful in this trading industry. So we have our major break of structure now already. So after that break of structure, the candle or the demand that caused that break happens to be the IDM, which the market has taken it out already. It has taken the IDM away. So after taking that IDM, we have a demand where the US30, where the US30 is reacting from. We have already a demand there where it is reacting from the daily time frame, which means US30 is currently bullish until it confirms a newer high, until it confirms a high above the line that I placed now. It must confirm a high above there. Then after it must have confirmed that high, then we can start to trade the sell all the way down again. So before that, we have a major break of structure. The internal break of structure over there is a major one. Sorry, a change of character. Okay, guys. So after that change of character, we have an IDM, the low that caused the break, and market has taken it out already. So after taking it out, it bought and made a new high. But because it took out that IDM but never tested the point of interest below, which happens to be the demand below. Whenever market takes an IDM, it must operate again from the lowest demand or supply. So because it never tested that lowest demand there, so whenever it comes again, we are going to have an IDM transfer to the next leg. I hope you guys are understanding me. That next leg will be a liquidity for market to come over to that demand zone. Now it will take out that low. Now some people will mark it as break of structure, but no, that low happens to be an idea because it took away a low. It took away a low and made a new high. After taking away the low and made a new high, it never touched the point of interest when immediately it took out that low. So which makes it much more complicated. So we are going to be buying from that low because that low will be a liquidity. After market takes it out now, we are going to buy from the next one. Okay, guys, we are going to buy from the next one, and our TP will be at that for market to make another high again on US30. But before then, you have known the view of the market, where the market is likely to go if it is selling now. So it doesn't mean that you have to wait all the time. You just know the movement of the market. This is where the market is likely to go. So what are you anticipating? You are anticipating to follow now the current structure or the current trend now that the market is showing you or is printing in the smaller time frame, maybe in the 30 minutes, 1 hour time frame, 15 minutes time frame. That will be your current focused. Okay, guys, so before that, we are going to switch all the way down to 4H time frame. If the 4H is not clear enough, we can switch more down to smaller time frame. Okay, so on this H4 time frame, we have that BOS there, which happens to be that major break major break of structure that caused that break. So that candle there, that demand that formed above there, that demand happens to be a fake out zone. It's a liquidity for market. Okay, so what are you anticipating for US30 to touch that supply below? Sorry, demand below. It has a demand below there. It has to touch that demand below there for it to continue a buy, but it has never tested, it hasn't tested that demand. So we are still waiting for that demand to be tested. We are still on a sell on US30 as it is currently. Now we are still selling. Here is our break of structure, which after the break market never tested that zone. Here is another break of structure. After this break, market came all the way to test that point, but it couldn't. It only high over. It only swept a high over there and tested, but it swept that high, but it never tested that major supply, that supply that it wanted to test there. So we are going to have a liquidity transfer all the way to that point. So this high that it created now will be a liquidity for market to sell from that supply above it. I hope you guys are understanding me. This high now will be a liquidity for market to sell from this supply now. Why is it going to sell from that supply? Because if it takes out this high, if it takes out this high now, it will be like a fuel. It will be like a fuel for market to move down. It will give the market more strength to move down. Now, if it starts moving down, where is it likely to go to? That will be your main target. Where is it likely to go to? So now you are going to see this. This will be your what? Demand zone. This will be your demand zone for your target. Assuming market is selling now, if it starts to sell from there, that will be your demand zone for your target on US30. Okay, guys. So if you are selling now, that will be your demand zone. That will be your take profit. Now from there you can have your buy all the way to above, all the way to the upside. Okay, all the way to the upside. But that buy over there, you are going to have first a short buy until it changes character. If it changes character now, then you can hold the buy all the way to until the market makes another high, another higher high. I hope you guys are getting my point now. So that will be your buy for that US30 until it makes a new high. So that will be the high you will be targeting for market to raid. You'll be targeting it for market to take out that high. Okay, but before that, we are already having a sell that market we move first. We are having a movement already, that which is a sell that we are anticipating that market will move now, which is the movement that is currently printing out now. That sell, we are going to take out that we are going to take the sell before the buy. We are going to take the sell before the buy. You don't just hope for that buy. At times market may reach there and break out structure and take out your stop loss. So you have to take the opportunity you see before you target a major move. That's how to trade. You don't stay greedy in the market. Okay, so this will be what the market is going to look like: a sell before a buy. I repeat, it will be like a sell before a buy. This is how the structure will look like. I don't think this is noise. So that will be what we are going to have, a sell before a buy. So guys, if you are getting much information, much value from this video, please consider subscribing for more video and updates. Consider subscribing. So next week we are going to teach more different things in the market. So that's how it's going to be for us. Please guys, try and subscribe. Consider subscribing. So this is your boy John Straight. We are signing out. Always have your good time, guys. Always make sure you analyze from the higher time frame. Stay safe till next time. Bye.